this whole gunna allegedly snitching, yeah, is not the end. It might not be the end of his career, but it's definitely going to be the end of like the streets messing with him. Because
to be honest, I feel like
because like the people that are not invested in the culture per se, but still listen to his music, he'll still get streams and he might even get shows and still sell out or whatever.
I don't.
But the fact that the culture ain't like, bruv, as soon as it came out that he allegedly snitched, bruv, Polo G unfollowed him.
What straight away?
Meat Mill unfollowed. No, because they know. But remember, they will be more privy to info than we are. So when it's like in the team, because even there's a podcast where there's the co-founder. I think it's the co-founder of YSL. He goes on there, speaks to the brother,
I saw that
and he's like, "Yo, he's basically saying, did you not hear what I heard?" Like,
is it recording?
yeah.
No, I'm blessed.
Oh, yeah, it was cut that out.
No, I was gonna segue into something. I was talking to someone about like culture and like how invested you are in the culture, because you know that some people listen to music, but they just listen to it in passing, so they don't know that, for example, Drake 4 p.m. in Calabasas is a diss to Dizzy. They don't know because they're not invested in the culture like that. Diddy, sorry. Because they're not invested in the culture like that. So the reason why I was discussing that is because I was basically trying to explain to her that this whole gunna allegedly snitching, is not the end. It might not be the end of his career, but it's definitely going to be the end of like the streets messing with him. Because
to be honest, I feel like
because like the people that are not invested in the culture per se, but still listen to his music, he'll still get streams and he might even get shows and still sell out or whatever.
I don't.
But the fact that the culture ain't like, bruv, as soon as it came out that he allegedly snitched, bruv, Polo G unfollowed him.
What straight away?
Meat Mill unfollowed. No, because they know. But remember, they will be more privy to info than we are. So when it's like in the team, because even there's a podcast where there's the co-founder. I think it's the co-founder of YSL. He goes on there, speaks to the brother,
I saw that
and he's like, "Yo, he's basically saying, did you not hear what I heard? Like that guy basically snitched."
No, the brother asked him. The brother said to him.
So is it true that he snitched? Did
no,
he
he didn't say he snitched. He said something along the lines of.
He basically said, "Did he snitch?"
No, but he said, "What?" So a guy that was going, "Yeah, what you said." He said, "Did you hear what I heard?" He said that. He said that I'm not saying it's snitching, but
you don't do your brother like that.
You heard what I heard, and so there's nothing else that needs to really be said.
But like everyone's unfollowed him, Little Baby, and he's come up with these guys, Polo G, Meat Mill.
So I had this conversation with At the other day, right? And they were talking about there's 300 people, witnesses or people willing to testify on Young Thug, in this case. And we were having this conversation, I was like, at what point do we decide that somebody's bad vibes? 300! Marvin, if you had a case, 300 people willing to testify, like, nigga, why have 300 people you see you do bad shit?
But because you got 300 people willing to testify in inverted commas, that don't mean you got 300 people. That's the state can just say that. The state can just say that. Because bring the 300 people then. The
case has started.
The case can start, but you haven't. Remember, at the end of the day, they can. Remember, a lot of the time with the states, for example, they can say there's 300 people. They don't need 300 people, but all they need to do is raise that number so that a jury or judge
but when you speak of
and also what are they witness to?
No, this isn't just different crimes. For me, I can't speak to what they say, but I'm like, there are 300 people that have seen you do shit.
No, but you're saying see you do something,
or seen you, or heard remember you. When you're a witness, right, or to something, you kind of have to be within certain proximity to what's happened, you know what I mean? Where you've heard it or seen something or whatever. Yeah, or you're a witness. Remember, you're a witness to something.
No, but I hear what you're saying, Keith. With this trial, I think this trial is a different trial because they want him so bad. Brother, like,
they think he's the leader, innit?
Yeah, no,
all I know, come on, you can't have that many people. I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm just saying, if there's 300 people willing to testify to some shit,
me personally, I don't believe that number.
But going back to what I was saying, I was basically saying that in regards to like the culture, like how hip hop stands, their attitude, street guys, their attitude towards snitching it's a violation, innit? So
terrible.
With Gunna, I'm not saying Gunna's career is finished. I'm not going to sit here and say that because I was playing these tunes the other day and I'm like, brother, this guy's got bangers. But his investment in the culture, as we see it, is going to be no more. Whatever he decides, remember, he can come out making music with like couple. Because do you think about who's going to want to make music with him, knowing the ties that he's had and that has been severed? That's how I'm looking
That's
at
what I'm saying. No one's gonna want to make
exactly.
Music.
So unless he starts to go make music in like other countries or starts collaborating with other rappers who
Let's say
are not
Glasgow.
invested. I'm saying not invested in the culture. It's going to be very hard for him to navigate, and that's because Joe Biden was talking about it. And he was like, "Bro, I know what it feels like when you're in the studio by yourself. Like no one wants to come and listen to your music or vibes with you. Like it's a lonely place.
And
And,
also-
if everyone's unfollowing him, no one's gonna want like no one's gonna be that like Trey Songz's not gonna be. No, Gunna, I hear you. I would have done the same, and then be seen in a photo with him. But everyone's gonna cut him out.
And I feel like
So
that's
it's
kind of
peak- it's
fucked
peak
up.
for him.
Me, when I look at stuff like this, I get it and I don't get
I don't
it
think
because
it's fucked up.
nah.
I don't think it's fucked up.
I think it's fucked up because the black community is such a weird way of looking things. When I say the whole snitch thing, yeah, is so crazy where people are so hyper focused on the snitch thing where, you know what I mean, they will ruin the career of someone who is, you know what I mean, is talent and makes good music over, you know what I mean, someone that kills people. And that's my thing. When I look at people like, you know, like when I look at King Von, right? And the way the black community stuck by King Von, and for me, he was a mass murderer. Like in terms of when you look at his cases, witness dying and this, and black's a murderer.
No, but-
and the way people look, and you know what they call is actually the only thing that is one thing that I think is absolutely fucking hilarious. You see how Rihanna has the Navy, Beyonce has the Beehive, Nicki Minaj has the Bobs. Do you know what they don't call themselves this, but do you know what they call King Von fans? Von sexuals.
Homosexuals.
That's not what they call themselves. But because of the way they move online, yeah, the name they got were Von sexuals. I think that is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. But for me, people, the way the black community harbors behind criminals, people that kill, people that murder, and whatever, people like King Von, bro, shouldn't even have standing in our community.
Yeah, but
they
you
get
say,
love.
but you
Keith-
say that, yeah, but then you got to think about it. Then that has to go, whether it's true or not.
He's a murderer
I'm
that
not
kills
talking-
black
I'm not-
people,
no,
bro.
no,
No,
I'm
but
not
Keith-
talking about King Von. I'm talking about Young Thug, because you got to remember, yeah, when we were listening to like Digits and
I am a big
Halftime
young
and all of that stuff.
Tazer, I am a big Young Thug fan. Like when I talk about the music, in terms shit is wavy. But am I gonna sit here and say free that nigga?
No, but
I
you're
ain't
not-
going out of my way to say all of that.
No, but you're not get. What I'm saying is this, for example, yeah. If this is someone who is not within that culture and not living within those parameters, and he's seen something or something's happened to him, and we're saying that his life's in danger or he's snitched, then I'd agree. I'll be like, yeah, man, my man, at the end of the day, he's not involved in what's going on, so leave him alone. But Gunna's been involved within that
In
culture.
what? What's he's involved in?
Brother,
we don't know what he's done.
No, you're not
All
getting
we know of Gunna is he
Keith,
makes music.
You not get what I'm saying. But there's no way you're not aware of what these men were doing. That the lyric. Put it this way: if you're rapping lyrics that glorify a lifestyle, you're living within guys that are living a lifestyle. It is what it is, bro. Like you can't now be like, I'm not involved.
But
because
he's
the
not
shit is
involved. If he's not done nothing, bro.
No, you know what I'm saying. You're saying to me, you're saying that it's fucked up that his career will be fucked up because of this. But I'm saying, but you've lived within these parameters, as in like no snitching, lyrics about inciting violence, lyrics about gangs, drugs, whatever. That's the life and the bubble you've chosen. That's
But it's lyrics, yeah.
No, but it's more than lyrics. It's more than lyrics because why? So we've seen it's more than lyrics.
We've seen, well, no, it's more than what it is. And with Gunna,
Exactly.
and that's the one thing that kind of screws people over. Because with Gunna, within the whole case stage, I think you might have heard it as well, where they said for Gunna, there was no, he wasn't involved in no crimes. There was no violent nothing, no nothing.
No,
So they
no,
were
but
like,
no,
but I'm saying with the crime, they were like, he's not involved in this. And I'm like, forget what they say. But us as listeners, as civilians, why are we as civilians so caught up in this whole snitching thing where we think this is wrong and this is wrong? And this is where, for me, where I have an issue with it is when the break. So let's say Young Thug has an issue with it.
Yeah.
I get it. Because their man are like, we were this. Us as listeners and civilians, we should be able to look at this person like, in this whole situation, you're like, there's Gunna and there's Young Thug. Young Thug is a murderer based on all of this, and there's this many people willing to testify him against him. And then we have Gunna, essentially. For me, like I said, as an outsider, Gunna, for me, is the innocent party because he's not done XYZ, and Young Thug is the murderer. And now what then happens is I then start doing mental gymnastics where I'm like, well, there's this life. No. From what I've seen and the case on paper, There's only one of these people that's
No,
being
but
done
Keith,
for being a murderer.
no, but Keith,
I don't agree with that.
It's not fair because you got to remember, yeah. So for example, Gunna might not have done anything criminal, but he definitely benefited from association.
Yeah.
And my thing is, fair enough, but there's only one person that is a killer in here.
man,
Why
no,
am I
It
speaking?
doesn't work like that, Keith. For example, that's like Tazer being in the car with me, yeah, and Tazer not like I go and do a murder. Tazer's not involved in the murder. He's just in the car, sitting in the car, whatever.
Wait, rewind 1 second. What? Are you telling me you're going to do a murder?
What's going on?
Am I aware that this murder's taking place?
You're just in the car.
Nah, matting.
Matting. I'm just saying, but you're
As my brethren, you should tell me that. I'm going to commit a murder. Hop out if you want.
No. I'm just saying. But imagine I haven't. Yeah.
Matting.
Or it can be both. It can be both scenarios. You do know, you don't know, but you're not involved in the murder. You just know that, man. You know what kind of person I am. So you know that if you ride with man, there's a possibility that like things.
I'm going home, blood.
You know what I'm saying? No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, cool.
Imagine I now shoot someone or I now do whatever. You might not have been involved, but you know what man was on. So you could have stepped out any time. But the thing is, you benefit from being around me because you know no one will fuck with you, Taze.
But I ain't done shit.
Wait, one sec. You benefit from that because you know no one will fuck with you, Taze, because you're with Marv, and Marv is very trigger happy. So you benefit of that. You get girls, you make money, whatever. Now, then you even become a part of...
Does that apply to girls that link road youths?
What do you mean?
So the girls that are linking the road youths, happy to spend my man's proceeds of crime and all that stuff there. Does that apply to them as well?
Yeah, because the police come, you didn't see... At the end of the day, you can't say nothing. Because at the end of the day, you knew what I was doing all this time. You knew that man was doing drugs or selling whatever. Now police come, you want to snitch on the whole operation. Allow me, like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that if I've given you a gun and that's different. I feel
But okay, let's talk about...
One sec, I feel like, for example, if Young Thug had put drugs in Gunna's house, or Gunna...
I said, hold that for me.
And then said, no, not even told Gunna. And police have raided Gunna's house, and Gunna's like, this ain't my shit. What's going on? That's different. But I'm saying, generally speaking, as you said, Gunna's benefited off of YSL. He's come off of that. Even the lyrics, Gunna's even got lyrics where he's like, I won't tell my brother, I won't snitch. He's got lyrics about drugs, about violence, whatever. You knew what YSL. Maybe you didn't maybe call a shot. I remember as well, just because they didn't find nothing on Gunna doesn't mean he hasn't done anything.
But here's
because remember, like I got there's a couple of brothers I know that done there was a murder that they were involved in. One of them got back because he had the message on his phone. The others didn't get back. They didn't have message on their phone, but they were all involved. Doesn't mean that they didn't do nothing. So what I'm trying to say to you is, we're saying Gunna didn't. There's no evidence, but Gunna could have been involved. But Gunna was affiliated. So my thing is, this: at the end of the day, in terms of the culture, I'm not saying that Gunna deserves prison time. I'm not saying that Gunna deserves to be killed or whatever. But I'm saying within the culture that has facilitated Gunna and allowed him to flourish, there's rules to that culture. And you've broken those rules, so you can't complain now that man are cutting you off. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong, but he lives within something.
You know what? That's fair. That much I'll take. But, you know what I mean, within those rules, right? So let's say Gunna, and again, it's the same thing I said about 6ix9ine. You have these people that bring in certain types of people into the fold, that people that aren't doing anything or whatever. At what point do we hold you accountable for having certain types of people around you? People that aren't, you know what I mean? So you know what you're doing. And you bring certain types of people around you that aren't on anything, and you know they're not on anything, and you profit off that as well. So, and I'll use this as, we'll throw 6ix9ine in there for an example. So them man know 6ix9ine's not about this life. But they know that if they co-sign this and they have this person around, they will profit off of him. At one point, do we hold those people accountable? Because when he does what he does, so let's say, you know, Gunna's not from, you know what I mean, Gunna's not that person. They're that person, Gunna's not that person. At what point do we hold them accountable for having Gunna there because they profit? Because we said Gunna profits off them. They profit off having them around as well. Because at the end of the day, Tazer, like I said, it's kind of like you have an artist on your thing and you make money off what he does. At what point do I say to you, Tazer, you knew who he was and you knew that if push came to shove, he wouldn't be about it. But you kept him around because you were eating.
No, but that's what Fing was saying.
At what point do you know what I mean?
Your point
that's
is valid.
The reality.
That's the
reality.
That's
they kept him around because he was profiting and he was too. And now it's biting him in the fucking arse.
I hear you, but in terms of 6ix9ine, I believe that.
And I mean with Thug as well, because he's kept my man around because he's profiting.
No, but it's not the same thing. Remember, in terms of 6ix9ine, the reason why 6ix9ine said he snitched as well was because, remember,
they violated
him. Not only did they wanted to kidnap his mum, they wanted to kill him too. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree.
No, that's fact.
No, but I'm saying, but it's very you can't. The reason why you can't compare Gunna and 6ix9ine is because Gunna, at the end of the day, put it this way, yeah. If you as Gunna haven't done anything wrong, yeah, and they've got nothing on you, then technically speaking, Gunna, ride it out.
Why?
Oh, you're right. Oh.
I'm listening to something.
Oh. If you as Gunna haven't done anything, yeah, and you're innocent, ride it out because you're gonna get found not guilty.
But my thing is,
Like more than
why?
likely, no, because there's nothing on you. So at the end of the day, you're part of this organization. You can say I'm an
my
artist.
thing is, bro-
but the thing is, remember, my thing is this: yeah, if Gunna took a plea deal and said, yeah, I done what I done, I was involved in YSL, I'm taking a plea deal because I just want to get out. That's not snitching. But in the court, the woman said clearly, "Is you are part of YSL? You're one of the founding members." Yeah.
Gunna.
Yes, and Gunna, and then the woman said to him, "Is YSL a gang?" He said, "Yes, ma'am." That's it. You remember? No, I don't care about the plea
Also,
deal.
bear in mind, he's not the only person that took a plea deal.
That's not the point.
And he's not also the only person.
No, but Keith, that's not the
So
point.
that's why but it is the point, because
but-
when in terms of, you also look at the bigger picture. And for me, I genuinely think that once all of this is said and done, there's more to it. Because even, Lil Duke or whatever, one of his right-hand people, Doug, what did he do?
I don't remember.
He took a plea deal.
Yeah, but bear in mind,
He
I'm
was-
taking the
no,
bear in mind,
I'm
I'm
talking
taking the
about.
deal.
I'm talking about. This is his right hand person. Like, I'm talking about. These are men that proceed.
This is respect
Gunna.
the shooter.
All I'm saying is, within the black community, I feel like,
Yeah, but-
I'm not speaking for you. I'm just saying, within the black community as a whole, I feel like we're always preoccupied with the wrong things. This whole no snitching thing, and when I say we, I mean the regular civilians out of this. We are so preoccupied with supporting some of the worst aspects of the community. I feel like there's, there's music I listen to. I enjoy these tunes, but if these niggas go to jail, it is what it is.
No, but Keith, two things can be right at the same time. They're two different conversations. In terms of rap music and its influence and the negativity, that's one conversation that we can have and whatever. But it's like, for example, the Mafia. I don't know if you've got, there's one guy that always talks about the Mafia, and he basically, I was watching it, I downloaded the videos, I can play him, and he's got the 10 rules that the Mafia live by, like 10, like as in,
You're talking about Patrick Bet David.
I can't remember his name. Like,
It might be, yeah, it might
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
might be him. But like he has the 10 rules that the Mafia live by, like as in like once you get indoctrinated into the Mafia, you have to live by these rules, like to a T. So it's like at the end of the day, the Mafia might not be seen as a positive, but within any organization, within any madness, there's regulation and rules. So I'm saying within the rap culture, it might be negative, the music might be bad, it might be a bad influence on the culture, cool, whatever it is. But within that, once you're in it and you choose to be in it, you can't be in the Mafia and then start complaining and saying, like, once you get bagged, yeah, but start snitching. Brother, you knew what you signed up for. You knew what the possibility was before you got into this realm.
I think the end result is he's just gonna have to deal with the repercussions. If it means people ain't fucking with him no more, his streams go down, his career's over, whatever the case may be, it is what it is. But we will see. We're seeing it in real time. Because I remember, I saw the guy live. I've seen Gunna live, bro. And at the time, I was just like,
The only conversation, I think
it's freedom of a career. That's what I see.
No, I think I think when this conversation happened, Tazer, I think the only thing I didn't even give a shit about all of this was happening. All I could think about is after Fresh Island. All I remember is the back and forth where people were trying to figure out if it was Gunna or
Lil
Roddy
Baby.
Rich.
Oh yeah, no,
No, it's Roddy Rich.
yeah,
It wasn't even Lil Baby.
yeah.
It was Gunna or do you remember? You
Yeah.
must remember it, Marvin. Where there was the
I remember
Fresh
there was a
Island
bit.
group,
Yeah, that's what I'm
and there was
saying.
conversation.
And Gunna won, and I was watching Gunna, and I was like, I wish Little Baby was here, man.
No. Roddy Rich won at the time. So it
What do
wasn't
you mean, as in scene wise?
No, because basically people were like, who should Fresh Island book?
They booked Gunna.
They eventually booked, but remember the conversation at the time was Roddy Rich.
Yeah, because Roddy Rich
But
had
Gunna
I
did
ain't gonna
better.
die young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Gunna did better than
Eventually,
Roddy
yeah.
Rich after that.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
feel like Roddy Rich is doing better now after all of them were in jail. And I feel like now he's getting a resurgence. Because remember, Roddy Rich was doing well, but I feel like in terms of if
He
you
took
were
a
to
break.
say
He took a break.
if we were to compare Gunna and Roddy Rich, I think Gunna did better in terms of the stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
So it may not have been that much, but I feel like he did better. But at that time, remember, when
Yeah,
everyone was
people
trying
were
to figure out.
yeah.
So that's why, for me, that's the only conversation
Mm.
at the time I was thinking about. This is bloody hilarious because at the time we were trying to have that conversation between everyone, but everyone was trying to figure out,
what
is it going to be Gunna or is it going to be Roddy? And they actually made, I feel like they made the wrong decision at the time. But if they had waited a year, it would have been the right decision.
Yeah, but they couldn't have waited a year because
Exactly.
his fee
But
would
they
have gone up.
booked him at the time.
Yeah.
But at the time when they booked him, he wasn't popping.
No, he was.
He was.
No, for those who liked Gunna, he was definitely popping.
Yeah.
I just wasn't
But
fucking
I
with
feel
Gunna.
like if they got him, I feel like if they got him a year after,
They couldn't have got him a year after.
Exactly.
Fee would have been new.
That's what.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Who, Gunna?
Gunna, yeah.
I've seen him. That's what I'm saying. I saw him live, but I wasn't really fucking. I was fucking with Little Baby
But
more.
when they got
So
him,
when they got Gunna, I was like, why you not get Gunna? But now, when I look back here, I'm like, all the rhythms that I like now, he actually performed. But I didn't, it grew on me. This is when Drip Too Hard, Don't Stand Too Close, You Can Fuck Around. That's when that came out. But I was like, why don't you get Little Baby? Little Baby's the one that's winning. But it was like, Gunna's the one that's confirmed, so we're going to get Gunna. And he came out with flares and everyone was like, but obviously the crowd liked it. I was just like, But yeah, they both eventually ended up winning because Gunna's latest album, the last album he dropped, DS Forever, brother, album's cold, man.
But for me, I feel like, you
is
know
what
what,
it is,
there's a lot of people do a lot of things. I feel like, you know what I mean, with us as, you know what I mean, black people, you know what I mean, we need to, you know, the same energy we give to snitches, we need to give to we need to give that same energy to, you know what I mean, people that kill black people and people that rap about killing black people. And that's just how I feel. You know what I mean? Some people may not see it, but for me, when you look at the King Vons, the rappers that brag about killing black people, we need more energy for those kind of people in terms of what we say we're not going to fuck with, because there's so many rappers, you know what I mean? I feel like that are promoting negativity.
But Keith, the thing is, you're saying, I hear what you're saying, but you're saying that, but there's a lot of black people that don't agree with that.
It is what it is. For me, I personally think...
Point. There's a lot
and I
of
feel
black
like
people
as a
think about
whole...
it. I'm sure there's girls, there's guys that don't agree with...
No, I feel like as a whole, I feel
like...
like en masse, as black people, we need to be against people that promote killing black people. And that's why I told you that certain... That's why I told you that, and that's why for me in the UK, I feel like I'm gonna say I'm a hypocrite, but when it comes to American music, right? When people talk about killing whoever, I couldn't give a damn because that's way over there. In the UK, that's why I think I've told you, man, with drill. I cannot listen to drill because it's too close to home for me, and I feel like it's just one of those things where like we get to see what it does too closely. And I like with drill music, like I genuinely cannot enjoy it. I've tried to enjoy it and it doesn't work for me. Personally, I will not promote it. Right. I will not listen to it. It is what it is. I just feel like en masse, as black people, if we preach about caring, anyone that preaches about caring about black lives, when man rap about killing black people, that should affect you. If you say you care about black lives and you can listen to all of them man that actually do kill black people and are actually getting caught up in these cases and it doesn't affect you, you're a liar. That's how I see. You're a liar, you're a hypocrite, and you're full of shit.
But the problem with music is that certain men are living it.
And a lot of people are living it. We know who's living it. And that's why I tell people, the one thing I will not accept from people, bro, is, you know, that we don't know who's this. No. That's that, you know what I mean? That's that one thing people do where they want to absolve themselves by pretending it's not they don't know. It is that, because people want to absolve themselves.
It's not that.
People want to absolve themselves where they want to pretend they don't know. They knew King Von was killing people, but people go to King Von's shrine.
One rapper, bro. Like, it's one guy you keep using. I'm trying to say to you, in terms of rap, not every rapper is killing people. Like, Gunna was rapping, he wasn't killing no one. For example, Little Baby, I don't know if he's killed anyone. The Baby, has he killed anyone? 50 Cent, has he killed anyone? That's what I'm saying. Eminem, when you look at rap...
The Baby has.
Huh?
The Baby has, but he bust case.
But that was legal because self-defense. But I'm saying most rappers, Keith, haven't killed someone. That's my point. So the thing is, at the end of the day, it's an art form. So the problem is, a lot of it's like hip-hop is like...
Hip-hop's evolved to the point where the street guys... are rappers now, whereas before it was that you was a rapper, but you was affiliated with street guys.
Yeah.
But now the actual street guys want to rap.
All I'm saying is there's too many rappers that are getting caught up in things. They have cases, that have this, and us as people want to support that and protect that and defend that. If we care, you know what I mean? I tell people, like, if you're not out there saying Black Lives Matter and you're saying all of these things, you're fine to listen to all that, do what you like. I just say, if you come out and you say or you act like you care about black people and you care about people, you're not going to support people killing people. If that's what you're about. And I say to people, that's my thing. That's what I'm saying. If you genuinely say, if you're about what you say you're about, and what you're about is, you know what I mean, protecting black life, there's certain aspects you wouldn't defend. And rappers that are talking about killing black people, you're not supporting that.
Yeah, but that's every rapper though. That's every rapper.
And that's not listen to the shit. All I'm saying to people is that's what you're about.
You lot have gone back and forth to say thing. Let's close the Gunna topic, because we still need to see what happens with Young Thug. And also, why is it me or do the cases drag? Why is this taking so long?
Because they got jury service and they
bro, like, do you know how many of the jury? There were like 100 people said we don't want to be on the jury.
Yeah, because a lot of people. It's remember, it's in
affiliation,
Atlanta.
isn't it?
and people know like.
Man, know where you live, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's long.
do you see the
Lennox Moore, I will
where-
see you outside Foot
Have you
Locker.
seen the nigga that brought him the perk to court?
Brother, I didn't understand what's going
When
on
I
there.
looked at that,
That
bro,
was
like,
so big,
have you seen
bro.
it, Marvin? When the niggas come over and gave him a perk.
Yeah, but I think he'd bust that one though.
Yeah, he bust that one.
Because apparently you said that like I didn't. The brother came up to me. I didn't know what he was giving me. Because remember, technically speaking, Young Thug has been in police custody.
Yeah.
So,
But I think the funniest part of that is, have you seen? You need to watch the Joe Budden. They man are fucking hilarious. This is the part where they was talking about. It was like niggas was like, nigga, all I got from that is this nigga is so wild, yeah. Well, this nigga is so, you know what I mean, so legit that niggas in real life are saying, bruh, you know what? This is wild, but I'm gonna have to go court and give this nigga a perk.
Brother.
Bro, Marvin, do you know what it takes to give a nigga a perk in court?
No, but is perk illegal though?
Yes, it's a prescription drug. So if you don't get that on prescription, having it,
Okay.
so you can only have that Percocet. You can only have that on prescription.
Okay.
I was gonna say before we wrap up, yeah. I've been listening to this podcast. It's called The Girls' Bathroom, yeah. A girl called Sophia and a girl called Shinsia, yeah. And they do like dilemmas and stuff. And people send them dilemmas and they try to solve them, whatever. So there's one dilemma that I wanted to kind of like switch the roles and see what you lot's thoughts are. So, would you be upset if... No, sorry, not me say would you be upset. How would you react if your girl called you, yeah, so let's say you've been going out with her for like six months, a year, whatever. Your girl called you and... Oh, no. Your boy called you.
Well, I'm going for this.
Sorry, your boy called you and he found out that he was at a party that your girl was at and she got into a fight with another girl, because that girl was chatting shit about her to her ex. So your current girlfriend had a fight with a girl because that girl used to chat shit about her when she was with her ex. Would you be upset?
No.
You wouldn't be upset?
What
do you think? Like, why do you care?
No, you chatting shit about me. You've been chatting shit about me for the longest. I've seen you. I've bucked you. What's going on, bro?
But it was to do with your ex, though.
Doesn't matter. But it's still to do with you. That's like, for example, me having a girl now, and then my girl rings me. I've had a fight. And she's like, "What happened?" I'm like, I just bucked my man that used to chat shit about me before.
To my ex.
It doesn't matter. But
But you have to put that part there.
No, because at the end of the day, he's chatting shit about me.
No, but what I'm saying, the dilemma is that part.
It's not the dilemma, though.
It is.
It's not, because you're talking.
It's the dilemma I'm presenting to
No,
you.
I hear you, but that's not, for me, that's not the sticking point.
No, but the sticking point is that's how you've explained it to your girl, and your girl's looking at you like, why do you care? It's your ex.
It's nothing that's my sticking point. It's nothing to do with my ex. It's to do with someone chatting shit about me. Whether it was about my ex, to my brethren, you were chatting shit about me. I've seen you on the rebound. What are you saying? We've had a fight. So at the end of the day, like, take your ego out of it, babes. This brother here is winding me up, and he's always, I don't like. That's like, for example, you having an issue with a guy that was talking shit about you to your ex. Now you two don't like each other. That's it. That's the bottom line. Forget the ex now. Now you two don't like each other. You've bucked man years later, whenever it is at a party. You're fighting not because, it might have stemmed from your ex, but the fact you're fighting now is because you don't like each other.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'm taking it as anyway.
What's your thoughts?
For me, bro, it's like, I'm half Marvin. And like, I get it, you know what I mean? It's someone that was talking shit about you, because it's for your ex nigga, you know what I mean? I'm not going to kick up a fuss, but I ain't getting involved. So you go deal with what you need to deal with.
So would you be cool with your girl?
I ain't say I'm not cool with it. Tazer, I'm not cool with it. I'm going to ignore it because, like I said, I'm petty, so you know me. I can carry beefs. I tell them, like, I'm going to ignore that shit. So all you need to do is you need to deal with that in a timely manner and in a way that doesn't affect me. So I'm going to let you go deal with your shit. Just do not let that shit affect me.
Oh, yeah. So,
and you know, Marvin, and you have 7 days to deal with it.
You flipped it when you answered it. Answer it in the context of your girlfriend's the one that's upset with another girl because that girl's been chatting shit about her to her ex.
Well,
so now your girl's upset in your house because of this situation. How do you address your girl? Is what I'm asking you. She's upset about her ex chatting shit like with this girl.
Yeah, but I'll approach it the same way. That's
Would you not tell a girl like, allow it, like fix up, or what do you want to do?
But so let me get it straight. So if you put yourself in her shoes, that's like your ex running around telling
Or just
people
chatting
about
shit
yeah,
with one
to a dude. No, you're gonna. I mean, yeah, your ex telling a dude rubbish. You're gonna be vexing the whole scenario. Both of them. You're gonna be like, what are you not talking about me for? That's the main thing for me. Like, what are you not talking about me for? That's why That's why I get vexed.
Okay, cool. Next one, yeah. This one's fucking hilarious, bruv. I know you lot's reactions, but I'm just gonna read it out anyway because I wanna boost. I wanna shout at these girls. Your girl has left her workplace. They've said that she can take time off, like a long period of time, but she's still gonna get paid. I don't know if she's been made redundant or they don't need her anymore. But either way, she's gone off. Let's say she's off for a month, for example, and they've saved money. But she has a work colleague who's a boy, who's also been going through the same thing, and they've decided that with their free time, they want to travel together. Her boyfriend has now said, like, "Are you crazy? Don't disrespect me." So she's asked these girls, like, what do I do? I'm like, that is a no-brainer. So let me get this straight. Basically, the question is, would you let your girl go
That scenario doesn't even make any sense, brother.
Would you let your girl go on a holiday with another dude, a male friend?
I'm not letting her do nothing. You do what you like.
No.
And I always say to people, for me, bro, I will never, and I'll put this out here, I will never in my life tell a woman what she can and she can't do. You just know my stance on it. You know what I mean? I will put my views on the situation out. If you want to go out there and do what you like, I'm okay with that. You just can't come back here.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I will never sit here and tell my woman, Marvin, you can do this or you can't do that. I'm not your dad.
I'm definitely telling you can't go.
Marvin, no. I know you. Marvin, you are ignorant. You're not telling nobody nothing. You're saying you can go if you like. Just don't come back.
No. I'm telling you.
She's telling you she's planning it.
No, I'm telling you. Like,
if you go.
are you mad? And I'm going to tell you, no problem. I won't be here when you come back. It's done. The mere fact that do you know what it is? Sometimes in life, yeah, people show you stuff. What's the saying?
But they show you that they're mad. Just accept them.
Yeah. You show me you're mad. Be mad. Be mad abroad. Make it into an ITV show. Mad abroad. Be the star. Because it's impossible, bro.
Yeah, I know, it's a mad thing. That's a mad thing to me, bro. I can't go to my girl and be like, oh, by the way, I got some money, I got some free time. My work colleague, she's free. The moment I say she, excuse me, she, what do you mean?
Even your work colleague is a brother.
Bro, for me...
Well, come on, man.
No, I'm just saying, as in like
no.
Even for me, for example, like...
Lad's gone wild, you know?
No, not even that, but it's like, how long have you known my man for? You want to go on holiday? Do you know, holiday's a personal thing, you know?
No, but they both want to travel to the same places.
I don't care. Like,
they want to go see the
Champs-Élysées.
They want to do that on the building.
They want to go Brazil and see Pelé.
The Maradona. The transatlantic.
Proximity.
Oh my God. Hey, okay, wait, let me share.
You're telling me, before you move over, Tazer, you're telling me, right? Imagine there's, you know what I mean, an attractive woman. You know what I mean, she's buff.
Yeah.
You're telling me you could be out there and let's say you go on holiday for a month.
Mm-hmm.
You could be out there. Let's say you're in Cambodia or somewhere.
Yeah.
On holiday. You're telling me you're around this attractive woman for a whole month.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing's...
What? Well, I have a girlfriend at home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't get the question.
I like it.
And I'm saying, it's literally... for me, it's all about proximity. You're telling me you can be around someone. Like, it's you and this person. So... I'm not on the holiday. How many
I have
people
a girlfriend, bro.
I know you do.
And also the girl man that like you as
well. Just them two. The work friend.
And they're on holiday.
Looking at me?
I'm not looking at you. You asked the question. I'm not looking at you because you're a degenerate because you are.
No, but I wouldn't go to my girlfriend and say, by the way, babe.
You're not going to say that. I'm just saying to you, Tazer. You're telling me. So let's say it's 30 days.
Exactly.
No. I'm just saying, let's say, how long was the holiday?
But they just want to go travel.
Okay, let's just say it's 30 days.
Yeah.
Let's just
30-day holidays.
Okay, let's say 20 days like DJ and
10 days, bro. 10 days.
DJ and Mrs.
Oh, yeah. She done the same thing. No, but it wasn't a lad's holiday. It was an all-girls holiday.
But
she's going for 20 days.
20 days.
Yeah, his wife. What's wrong with that? It's a partnership, bro. Let her go for 20 days, bro.
20 days. You ain't get it. There's not. But
when she comes back, ain't no
all I'm saying is...
Ain't no lining left.
20
with
days.
her girls.
But all I'm saying to you is, 20 days. What's the percentage of 100? Divide 20 by 100. What is that?
What?
As in, what's each day in the percentage wise?
20%.
No. That's 5.
Brother,
Five-
what
five-
is
Oh,
that?
you mean if you
Five-
divide
blood.
20 by
Yeah,
100?
is it 5%?
What are you talking about?
How many 5s going to 100?
20.
20, yeah.
So every day, like 5%, like chance that something could happen every day.
How did he?
I don't think that's the best. I don't think that's the best.
That's the best still.
I hear what you're saying.
That's the
I don't
best
think
still.
that's the best.
That's the best still.
I hear what you're saying, Marvin. I don't think that's the
That's
best.
the best still.
Hey.
Because me and Taze were looking at it like,
That's
I don't know how you got
Brother,
this.
where is this algebra game, bro?
That's the best still. Listen,
No, swear, your wife can't go on a holiday for 20 days.
20 days.
I don't
I
understand.
know them Jamaican man be moving over there, you know? Be rubbing up on that floaty thing.
So how long can she go for?
Man, I've seen the videos of man
Oh, when they
whacking their
watch
cock on whacking their cock on the woman, you know, after massaging her. The woman was like, don't
Hey.
put, have you seen the video? She said, don't put it in. Man, whacking that clip with a cock. Barriston Winston and them man there.
You're
You're
dumb.
crazy.
All right, what about this one?
20-day girl holiday.
Okay, what about this one, yeah? So this one is funny because the perspective of a woman is obviously different to a man. So, I'm trying to figure out how to word it. All right, so Keith lives in a yard with a babes.
His babes. Or
No, a babes, just house share.
Okay, cool.
Yeah? You've gone to the yard to check Keith. You've seen the babes. You're like, yo. You start linking the babes, casually linking the babes. One day you go to the yard, Keith's not there. You go to the yard to link the babes. Or you're in the area, you go to link the babes. Keith is upset with you that you didn't shout him.
I get it though.
I didn't come to see Keith though, I came to see the babes.
Brother, how did you meet these babes? Are you crazy?
I met the babes through Keith, so I should tell
Exactly.
Keith every time I go link the babes.
No, but then they say to me, I'm around, innit? What
I don't want to
saying?
see you, I want to see the babes.
Oh, it's mad.
No, but I'm talking about us as man them now. What, you'd be upset?
No, not upset, but I'd understand that man could say, brother, you come to my yard. Like, put it this way.
What?
Yeah.
Come see the babes, bro.
No, but that's not the point. As in, for example,
I didn't think you'd say that.
no, it's not even that. I'm just saying, for example, anytime I'm in the area, like if I'm busy, like for example, if I know you live in a certain area, I know Keith lives in, like for example, when Keith used to live in Cuffley, for example, yeah. Really and truly, if I go Cuffley, I should message Keith and be like, "Oh, you're about," because I'm in Cuffley. Whether Keith's busy or I'm busy, cool. If I'm passing through and it's very quick, I'm not gonna say that to Keith.
Every single time.
No, not like that. I'm not in Cuffley often. That's
No,
my
I'm
point.
asking. I'm just asking.
But I'm just saying. But remember,
He's just only saying that because he comes to my bits and he don't shout,
He
man.
don't
That's
say-
why he's saying that.
Use your bits. Where's your bits? Where you live now?
Yes.
I went to your bits once, bro.
And I live there, but it's cool.
I
I went to the area once, yeah, and I knew he weren't there.
I was at home when you
Nah,
said
you
were.
weren't-
I
you
was
weren't
at
at
home.
home. How did you
Marvin, I was at home.
How did you
Nigga
not-
ain't
wait,
shout
wait,
me,
wait,
nigga.
wait, wait, wait,
I
wait,
know,
wait,
'cause you
wait.
told me when you
Hold on a second.
messaged me after and told me you
Oh,
were in my
brother, lie,
area.
bro.
Marvin,
Lie.
Marvin, when you
The
told me
funny
you
thing
was
is,
in my business,
I didn't even go to link a babes.
I don't care what you did. You were in my area and you said, Marvin, I was at home.
You weren't at home,
You
bro.
ain't shout me. I was at home.
You weren't at home.
I was at home.
You weren't at home, bro. Don't lie for the cam, bro.
Marvin,
Don't lie for the cam.
Marvin, I was in my yard. He ain't tell me.
Why are you
Marvin,
lying?
How does he know? He didn't even tell me.
No, but Keith's at home most times though.
He
There we go.
weren't at home because this was daytime. You nigga were at home, bro.
Nigga, daytime. If
He
I'm not
weren't
home,
at
it's nighttime.
home, brother.
Marvin,
He weren't at
daytime.
home.
99.9% of the time in the day I'm at home.
At home.
But generally speaking, for me, there's no way if it's my brethren or someone that I know, there's no way I'll be in your area and not shout you.
So is the girl right for being upset?
Yes.
That her girls come to the yard to link the dude.
Remember, girls might see stuff differently, but generally speaking, remember if the girl lives not with you.
No, it's her brethren come to see her flatmate.
No, I'm just saying, as in, for example, if the girl lives in Lewisham and you and my brother live in Lewisham, I could come Lewisham and not see you because you don't live in the same house. I'm linking a girl in Lewisham, and I've just literally, it's a quick thing. I've gone there for a couple of hours. I didn't have time to see you. That's understandable. But if you live in the same house and we're brethren, you could just, it's common courtesy just to kind of be like, yo, brother, I'm in the house, you're going to be there, or I'm just passing through or whatever. It's just, that's how I feel like.
What about if Keith and the housemate fall out, but you still want to link her?
You can.
Yes, it is what it is.
If we falling out, we're falling out. So there's just one whatever. But if we're not falling out and you're in the area, nigga, if you don't shout me, fuck you.
And the same house as
He's
well.
in your yard, bro. What do you mean in the area? He's
Fuck
in your yard.
you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And also,
You're in my spot and you didn't even tell me you were there.
and also, you can kill two birds with one stone anyway. Man, chill, man, little FIFA.
Man said, Joe, I'll come to whack cheeks, bro.
That's what I'm
And
saying,
play
like,
FIFA, you
cheeks
can't do
after.
both.
No, of course I can do both.
Exactly.
Remember, I'm just sharing a dilemma. This is not me, bro. 1 second.
Yeah, it's definitely not you. All I'm saying is he was in the best Marvin and didn't shout no one, but it's what it is.
Listen, shout out Sophia and Chinsia anyway. The girls' bathroom, that's their podcast.
Who?
That's where I got the dilemmas from. I was watching their pod, innit? They're funny still. It's just like, like just two girls going back and forth and dilemmas and stuff. But yeah. That's me. What are we on? Over 2 hours. Anything else? Hey, Arsenal. Transfer window. How you feeling? Jorginho.
Garbage. No, it's not garbage, but it is garbage. Do you know the thing is with Arsenal is annoying? It's just like, whenever you want it, like, they've got a strict wage structure in it, which is cool, but brother, allow me, man. Like, fucking this, brother.
Because you know why?
Do you know what Arsenal do? Arsenal go Louis and say, yo, how much is that bag? 1,500.
Once let me go to the car and bring back 1-2.
No, let me give you, I'll give you 1-2. Louis are like, no, it's 1-5.
All right,
1,400. 1-3. Brother, Chelsea now go to LV.
2 bags.
How much is that bag? 2 bags. But it's on the waiting list. I'll give you 3. I want it now. Okay, sir, we'll do it. That's it, brother.
Right,
just pay the fucking money, bro.
Is the window over?
11 p.m.
Yeah, it's 11:42.
Yeah, the window's over.
So did they get Enzo?
Chelsea, I don't think so.
Swear.
Well, they Chelsea triggered the 105 million clause.
Let me check Fabrizio.
But the thing is, you know what it is as well?
What do you mean they got Donny, bro?
They got him. See?
Here we go.
See what I'm saying?
He's on the flight. Yo, Chelsea are moving crazy. What?
Chelsea's team next year is going to be a madness.
Oh, Ziyech to PSG off. Mad. Anyway, this is the part where Keith tunes up.
And you know what it is with Chelsea as well? I was talking to our brethren and I was saying about financial fair play. The reason why they're getting away with it at the moment is because they're offering these man big contracts, innit? So because they're offering the man like 8-year contracts, they stagger the payments.
Yeah. So they're only paying like 10% this year.
Or whenever, or they might pay, or they might pay more than that. But it's just like, because it's each year, they're hitting the financial fair play. But I'm like, why are you doing that then?
No, because everyone's complaining, so they're changing the rules.
But the rule ain't changed yet. Fucking get the bread you want, bruv.
Who? No, because the club's not accepting the staggered payment. Because you're not going to sign Caicedo for 8 years.
No, you're not getting what I'm
No,
saying.
but that's what Chelsea are doing. The reason they're staggering the payment is because they're giving them 8-year contracts.
Yes, but they're still paying. No, but remember, they're not paying like 10 million a year. They're still paying like they're still paying big fees up front.
No, they're not. That's what I'm saying. They're not.
Brother, they're not paying, like, for example, the guy from Shakhtar. They they paid 10 million up front.
Yeah, and then they contributed, I think, 20 M's to Ukraine.
No, that's the
part of the deal.
No, the other team done that, not Chelsea.
The fee.
Out of the fee, they said.
Yeah, so Chelsea paid the staggered payment and that lump sum. That lump sum got donated to Ukraine. Cool.
Got down to no one.
Okay, whatever they're going to do with it. But what I'm saying is his payment is staggered. What Chelsea are banking on is that in 2 years, these players are worth mad P. So if they sell them on, they get P. The problem they're going to have is if you're giving these man 200, 150, 200 bags a week salary, when you try to sell them on, that whatever team you sell them on to has to match that. So they're saying it sounds good now, give it 2-3 years. Chelsea are going to be in the mud if it doesn't work out. Because all these men are going to be on 200 bag contracts and then they're not performing whatever.
I don't think it's just that, because I feel like if Chelsea don't remember that Chelsea in the summer have got to get rid of bare man, innit?
Yeah, they got to get. Apparently, but the thing is, the reason why the financial FFP is mad, is because if Chelsea sell homegrown talent this year, they're in profit. So if a Mason Mount, Gallagher, Hudson-Odoi.
No, but they need to have a certain amount. Remember, in the league, you need to have a certain amount of homegrown players in the league as well, in your squad.
No, I know, but they're gonna get rid of some of their players. Whether it's one or two.
But you need to have a certain amount of homegrown players in your squad.
But one of them, what I'm saying is, one of them is gonna go this summer. One of them, if it's Gallagher.
Yeah, but it can go. But Chelsea need to remember they got Aspilicueta, whatever his name is.
No, but I'm talking about homegrown.
No, I'm just saying is in like they've got loads of players that I think is their last couples. Like Jorginho, obviously he's gone.
They're going to free, no? Aspilicueta 1 season, or didn't he extend for 1 season?
I can't remember, but I'm just saying there's men that are gonna go in it.
But the way he's approaching the thing, obviously everyone's complaining now, so they're gonna change it. I think they're gonna minimize it to 5 years. So if that goes into play, then everyone else can do what Chelsea's doing, but they can only do it for 5 years. If you want to sign a player, that you don't know is going to perform. Because remember, these men they're signing, these men are like performing where they are. None of them are prem tried and tested.
Nah, they're gonna put.
So
they're gonna put. Remember, it's a young team, innit? So
yeah.
But, and also, I feel like it's Graham Potter. Can he manage his egos?
I don't think he's gonna stay.
Can he play with these man like as in terms of the style of football? Because I think Brighton's style of football's sick, but
he's not the manager anymore.
I'm not saying, yeah, but it's his philosophy that like
The new manager's.
it's just the new manager just carried on. The
Well,
same
they've
philosophy.
gutted that Brighton team. At least 7 men have gone, and they're still playing wavy.
No, but I hear what you're saying. But remember, in terms of the conveyor belt over there, like Brighton, of recent times, I think Brighton might have the best, like one of the best feeder teams I've seen
Brother,
in
it's
recent
mad.
times. Yeah.
Because Southampton, when they got Southampton,
It was Southampton first. Remember, Southampton was Lallana. You had Theo, Bell,
Mane,
Mane, Oxlade.
Bearman came from Southampton.
There's Bearman that came. Shaw. Bearman came from Southampton.
Yeah,
but now
Brighton's the new one.
Now it's Brighton, and even the Chinese brother, Japanese brother. Jesus, he was frying.
What's his name again?
On Sunday. Matoma.
Matoma, that's it.
Frying.
You see what he made
Brent.
Gomez do?
Brent was frying.
Who's Brent?
I mean, Brent. Trent.
Oh, do you see what he done to Gomez?
Frying.
Had man twerking, brother. Liverpool in the mud anyway. Kanat is injured. It's long. But anyway, what's it called? Free shots on YouTube. Go subscribe. Like, subscribe, comment. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Obviously, building up the YouTube more. Everything else as well. Follow us on the Instagrams. Tazer Black, Marvin Abbey, Free Shots Tequila. Hit us up on TikTok as well. Obviously, keeps off socials for a period. But yeah, man.